Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle, and today, finally, I will be talking about the Hoka One One Clifton 8. So I received this shoe back when I got injured last year, so I wasn't able to run in it right away. And by the time I was running in it, I was running at really low volumes because I was trying to recover from an injury. And so I decided to keep holding back on my review until I had actually logged a lot of miles or kilometers in this pair of shoes. I got these in September, I think. You're only seeing this review now in January. But the good thing about this is that now I have a more nuanced appreciation for this pair of shoes, and I'm not giving you first impressions anymore. This is me after running in the Clifton 8s for 80 kilometers. It's pretty much, I started running in November, end of November, so yeah, it's par for the course. So that makes me feel like I'm now qualified to tell you about this shoe. I found that I really like the Clifton 8s because they feel more like a traditional running shoe to me. When I'm talking about traditional running shoe, I'm really talking about traditional, like it is attached a bit to the inside, so it doesn't really slide to either side of the shoe, but it does look like a regular tongue. The laces actually serve to cinch your foot in versus other shoes that are built one piece. So the laces don't do anything except provide decoration. The heel counter is soft and cushioned, but it still kind of like keeps your heel in place. It's another thing that I feel like more traditional shoe designs have. The one thing that is kind of not traditional is, of course, this elf heel counter shape, which tries to keep the heel counter away from your Achilles tendon. This is really quite dirty because I haven't washed these shoes at all, and I didn't take video of this before I started using them. But yeah, the midsole is EVA, and it's quite light apparently. It's apparently the Clifton 8's foam is lighter than the previous iteration, the Clifton 7, but the shoe overall is actually heavier than the 7. I'm assuming it's because they added a bit more midsole foam to provide extra plush cushioning. And of course, unlike the Clifton Edge, this actually does have an outsole which protects the midsole material from excessive wear and tear. So if you saw my Clifton Edge and I had run in it for 50 kilometers and the nubs were kind of worn down, they were kind of smooth looking. This one, because of the outsole, still pretty good. The only parts of the shoe where you will see a lot of wear is the outer part of the heel, which is, you know, I expected that because I was running in these shoes in paces that were quite slow and cruisy, and of course if you're running at those paces, you're more than likely to be landing on that part of your foot. As always, Hokas have a very minimal heel to toe drop. This shoe, the Clifton 8, has a 5mm drop, which is more than what I'm usually used to running in. I usually run in shoes with a 10 or 8mm drop, so it's pretty flat considering. There's a kind of a rocker geometry to this shoe, so you still do have a pretty smooth transition from landing on the rear part of your foot going towards the toes and toeing off. So I didn't really feel that these were much flatter than what I normally wear. So apparently Hoka is marketing these as trainers that can go from easy runs all the way up to tempo. You can use these also on marathons. Obviously, I am not training for a marathon. I'm not running those long distances, so I can't tell you if these feel good at long distances, but my feet and my legs were still very fresh at the end of hour-long runs. I've gotten up to hour-long runs at this point, and I do think it's only because I've been wearing the Clifton 8s that I've been able to go up to an hour. just because I feel that the cushioning is enough, so I don't feel beat up running in these, especially at lower speeds. If you're running at lower speeds, you kind of you tend to spend more time on the ground than in the air. In the past, that always left me a bit more sore if I were running slow, but in the Clifton 8s, I didn't experience any soreness whatsoever trying to get my mileage up. With regard to paces, I have been running the gamut from 6 minutes per kilometer all the way up to 9 minutes per kilometer. I found that these shoes were pretty much capable of taking you to whatever pace you wanted to go. It's not as peppy or poppy or responsive as other stiffer shoes, although I am told this is quite stiff for a Hoka shoe. You can maintain quite fast paces. It just might take you a bit longer to like change pace. But once there, I didn't really feel any sluggishness in the shoes. The sluggishness was all in my physical conditioning. I do believe that I was able to continue my recovery from my leg injury and really get back into running and love running again because I was wearing the Clifton 8s. Obviously, I didn't wear any other shoes during that recovery period because I was just too scared, because I had been wearing my other shoes when I got injured. I didn't know if it was a problem with the footwear I was wearing back then, and that's how I got injured. So maybe I'm a bit superstitious. I just stuck to these shoes. I've run pain-free in the Clifton 8s, and I'm going to continue running in them until I feel that I've gotten to that point where I can go and wear my more performance-oriented pairs of shoes, the ones that make me feel like I'm an actual speedy runner. But these Clifton 8s were really, really, really dependable during the time that I was running and recovering. So I'm very happy with them. I'm very thankful that Hoka sent them to me when they did, because I don't know if I would have been as bold getting back into running if I didn't have the Clifton 8s in my arsenal. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for waiting for the review on these shoes. I know these aren't the freshest, hottest shoes on the block at this point. They've been on the market for about 6 months already, but I am here to tell you that they are a good buy if you're looking for something that's a steady trainer. It's neutral, it's cushioned, but it can give you a bit of a more stable ride. It cups your heel also, so it makes sure that your ankle doesn't wobble when you land. I have found the Clifton 8 super dependable, and yeah, obviously I haven't washed these because these are my regular running shoes, and if I wash them then I'll have to skip days of running. Let me know if you have questions about the Hoka One One Clifton 8 in the comments below, or you can contact me on my social media and I will see what I can do to get those questions answered. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you again next time. Bye!